What is spiritual adultery, and how is the test of our faithfulness to God? This is Insight on Life through the Word of God. My name is Grace. You are most welcome to support in order to educate or enlighten someone. Unfaithfulness to God is charged by obedience to His commandments. Unfaithfulness to God can therefore be defined as spiritual adultery. And the test to the obedience is through our bodies. And they that are Christ's have crucified the flesh with affections and lusts. That is the word of God from the book of Galatians chapter 5 verse 24. So whenever we engage our bodies in disobedience, we get defiled or we become unclean. In the spiritual realm, this uncleanness is equal to shame, and it attracts death penalty. I beseech you, therefore, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. That is the word of God from the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 1 and 2. So God has called us to be holy and pure before Him, so that we are not mind controlled or isolated from Him to attract death penalty. And when He opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on it was Death, and heads followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the living creatures of the earth. That is the word of God from the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 7 and 8. Spiritually, paleness reflects sickly, corpse-like color. It symbolizes decay, mortality, and devastating nature of divine judgment. We see the rider of the fourth horse is personified as death, which is an attraction of shame. All the horsemen before are portrayed as being human in appearance. Heads symbolizes grave, and it follows death. Together, they represent the human physical consequence of the prior judgments, bringing widespread mortality to fourth part of the earth through war and violence, that is the sword, economic extreme scarcity and economic ruin, that is famine, and through disease and pestilence, which is plague, as we have read. This is an end-time prophetic message in which the holiness of God invokes His righteous judgment on the weakened foundations of unfaithfulness or spiritual adultery. Thank you.